Heat lose 111-85. I was thinking about that drop all night last night. All I kept thinking to myself is I just kept thinking about the Tua. Oof. Every time Dwayne Dedmon was getting stuffed at the rim. Oof. Every time Duncan Robinson missed a wide open three. Oof. Duncan, man. I mean, it's like the missed threes, the funk that he's in right now. Everybody's just like, he rises up and everybody's like, please go in. And it's so weird because every time he would usually shoot the ball, everybody's like, that's going in. But it's just like, it's just such a different vibe right now because of how bad a funk he's in. So his streak of 69 straight games with a three snapped last night. Didn't play in the fourth quarter. It was a rough one. Now listen, I will give Cleveland credit. I don't want to just. I mean, first we will get to the Heat news.
They're a lot better. That
Cleveland team is much improved. Dude, this. Let me tell you something, Leroy. This Evan Mobley.
He's good.
He is frighteningly big. Like his, and I mean, just he's just all length, arms. He looks like arms and legs playing with a jersey on. Like it should just be like now starting wingspan. And he had this one play on Tyler. He had a lot of plays on Tyler. I think they had double-digit blocks last night. Not just him, but him and Jared Allen. Where Tyler tried to go by him a few times and just couldn't get around this dude. He is he's something. He's something. Like he looks like maybe the first special player they've had basically since LeBron and Kyrie. Like he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. But yeah, like you said last night, Kevin Love's out there playing. What the hell? I mean, it was one of those annoying nights, and it all had this very funeral-esque feel to it because we got the news about Bam's injury before the game.
Jimmy
didn't play. Jimmy doesn't seem like he's going to play on the road trip either. According to Ira, he's expected to miss those games. So you're going to play Indiana. Never easy for them to play in Indiana. Now you don't have Bam. Then they got to play in Milwaukee. And, as they say, not great, Bob. Not great.
The one thing I would say when Kyle played in Toronto is that even though they won the championship, him and his running mate, I can't remember his name. DeRozan.
Yeah.
Him and DeRozan didn't really miss a lot of games. And I think
he did have to deal with, like, they did do a lot of maintenance with Kawhi. Like, that was a thing.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't include Kawhi, because him and DeRozan were there before Kawhi.
Yeah.
And they played a lot of basketball together.
This is, he's in this weird situation, I feel like, because he was brought here to be not the superstar. He was kind of here to be the complement. Yeah, the complimentary piece to Jimmy and Bam. He was here to make things easier on Jimmy and Bam. And so, I need to have him to have nights where he's not just taking 9 shots, especially where it's really just him and Tyler out there with a bunch of role guys. I mean, not even just the role, even the role guys are hurt. Markeef's hurt. I mean, they're just very banged up right now. But that's not what he was brought here for. He wasn't brought here to go and give you 25 a night. We've seen it. He'll do it every now and then. He'll have a game against the Jazz where he'll light it up from 3 and he's feeling it a little bit, but not exactly what he was brought here for. And they're in a tough spot right now because then it really puts a lot of pressure on, like, Tyler has to go get you 35 a night if you're going to have any prayer.
The other problem is it seems like without Bam and Jimmy and without their normal rotation, the speed is not as up-tempo as it normally is.
Right.
He's trying to run it, but he don't have any running mates.
Right. Like he tried that last night where he got a full court to Tyler, but Tyler's not going to go up for the alley-oop like Jimmy is. He's not going to what?
Come on, man. That's not Tyler's game.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. He's
got like short arms.
Cooper Kupp.
Hey.
Can I show you what he was? Did you see what he was wearing last night at the podium?
No.
J-Fig, can you bring up Tyler Hero's post-game outfit for Leroy?
What is he? Why is he dressed like the Matrix?
I don't know.
I mean, and the other thing is, man, you live in Miami. You ain't got the slightest bit of tan. Let's go.
I don't know. Well,
that sun is like kicking my butt.
I think maybe he's got that Wisconsin prone to burn, so he just doesn't even worry about it. You know,
man.
People who are burners, they're like, I don't even want to go in the sun. I'm gonna end up like a lobster.
Right.
Maybe he's got that kind of reaction. You know, we don't all have that Tobin crisp turkey tan that we get when we go in the sun.
Hold on, player. Yeah, you about as big and built like a turkey. But that's about where it ends. You're not going in the sun and you getting a golden brown.
I do. I get golden tan. Oh, I get a good.
When we went to Vegas, we were cooking.
You were cooking.
Oh my goodness!
I was in the pool. I was not. You were. I don't know what you were doing,
Marcos. What do you do? Like, it's so hot. It was so hot. It was like 115 degrees. The pool. They cool the pool to like 80 degrees.
Yep.
They cool the pool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The pool is 80 degrees. I'm talking about a giant pool.
Because you're standing next to the first place that we stayed at, Marcos, was the Luxor, the one that looks like a pyramid.
The pyramid one, yeah.
But it's glass.
It's bouncing off of the sun, bouncing off. Yeah. And Leroy's just sitting there. I'm like, what are you doing?
It's like a magnifying glass on an ant.
He's dripping sweat.
But that might have had to do with the lobster mac and cheese and the
that wasn't the
drinks
same.
We had.
I don't think that was the same night, man. The
that
drinks, baby.
Holy smokes! What was the first trip we
that
went
was the first.
on
That was the first one.
When you realized that you can get drinks in Vegas for free?
I think it was actually the second trip that I went on because I feel like that was with Hawk and Crowder at the Hooters bar.
Oh, yeah. Like, put it this way. If your first interaction with Hooters was in Vegas, you'd never go to a Hooters.
Dude, the Hooters casino.
Oh
my God.
Oh my goodness. They might as well put that thing next to the Bunny Ranch.
The Hooters casino.
Away.
Marcos, we walk out into the Hooters casino and there is an MMA weigh-in going on at the pool.
Right.
It's like it was the most white trash location of any. It is a Hooters gambling and an MMA weigh-in is going on.
Right. And
at
it's
the
like
pool.
They just broke it down and said, all right, let's do it right here.
They actually weren't even fighters. They were just normal people who were having a conversation.
It was just Randy. Randy's here to throw down. But no, anyway, so yeah, I don't know what Tyler Hero was wearing yesterday. I don't know what's with the sunglasses.
That's casual.
I was like, whoa. I mean, it would have been without the sunglasses. The sunglasses are what top it off. J-Fig, put up the sunglasses again. This is where like you can see he's like, you know what would really finish off this drip? A little bit of shade action.
You know what's even more amazing?
Indoors.
Why does he look like he just fought George? That's the kind of glasses.
Prevent the swollen eyes. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Man, can you imagine what kind of fight that was that we saw George 4 days after the fight, and he just barely starting to like.
Yeah. Oh, it was absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, the big news yesterday obviously is Bam. And let's hear a little bit from him after the game. This is him on getting the injury news and just saying, first major injury of his career was rough.
I mean, it was rough. This is my first major injury in my NBA career. So definitely one of those things where didn't expect that. So I would say unexpected.
It was unexpected because I asked him about the hand after the last game, and I got swatted like I was trying to go to the rim. I was like, he's like,
to tell you why? Because
he doesn't even want to acknowledge it. He's
no,
like,
because you don't know, dude. Like, look, I played 3 years or 4 years with both of my thumbs like this. I just thought I had banged up thumbs, and from holding on to the football. Yeah. Trying to hold on to the football.
I'm sure you're right, but like he was holding holding that hand like up and down the court every single time.
Right, because
it was impossible not to notice what he was going. Like
it's the slightest tweak. And what would happen to me is like when it's cold, it's hard to get taped underneath the gloves. So I used to cut the thumb out and just tape my thumb because I had to get it taped, because you'll be running and it'll get caught on a jersey or something. And you just want to just cry. You're like, oh. And so I could imagine him playing basketball, having to handle the ball. You know, you go up to shoot a shot, people are hitting your hand, and you get it caught.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing, because there's so much going on in your hands that just going in, and part of the problem is that there's not a lot of blood going to your hands.
Not a lot of finger circulation.
So any injury that you get, the time frame is such that, blood is what heals it, the fresh blood and what have you. So I would guess we'll know after the surgery if they say he put a pin in, or they just reattached it. In most cases, from what I remember, is it's a better recovery if they put the pin instead of trying to reattach it any other way.
Here's more Bam on the finding out about having to get surgery. He said that he had found out on Wednesday morning.
This morning. And then, I'm not the type of person to put out negative energy. So I always think positive. Today was a downer. But for the 6 weeks, can't change nothing about it. That was my only option.
So which means he probably tore it.
Oh yeah. It's
because when you say that was my only option, a lot of times you'll have an MRI. They'll see the level of because when you hear knee sprain or you hear MCL or ACL, they have the MRI, and then sometimes they'll come back and say won't need surgery, just need rest.
Right.
So I think that's what the MRI was for. I think I can feel mine a little bit balled up in my
very gross
my hand. Yeah, it's an uncomfortable thing. So
tell you what, when he did it, he was still getting buckets in that third quarter. I mean, he was stroking it whenever that injury happened.
Yeah, because it subsides. Like you have the original. It's not like your hand, you tear the ligament and your hand swells up. Like, when people do knee ligaments, a lot of times there's not swelling. Right. So, the pain would subside, and then maybe you shoot or snag it playing defense or something. And then it's like, and then it subsides, and then you go over it again. Like, dude, it's, when somebody, here's what it feels like. When you were a kid and you had that relative that would pinch you under the arm?
No.
I guess because
you were abused, Leroy, or something.
No,
you wanna?
I'm gonna just put it out there. White folks don't touch their kids.
No love.
But growing up in the hood, they have hands-on therapy, is what my uncle would call it. So, but yeah, so if you I remember my grandmother, me and my brother would be in church, we'd be playing, and she'd reach over and pinch underneath your arm
to make you stop.
Yeah. And that's what and then it goes away. That's kind of what that feels like. And sometimes you can tape it, but basketball has got to be hard to play with a taped thumb.
No, I'm sure, especially for him. Right. He's holding the ball at all times. He's facilitating, he's shooting, he's doing all this type of stuff. And listen, that guy, like you said, it's first major injuries. You don't miss time. So,
and that's not even a major injury. That's just 4 to 6 weeks in a 6-month season. Not terrible.
Not terrible, but not great.
You'd rather get it fixed now. But here's the problem. he is that dude on that team.
Yeah,
him and Jimmy, right? So while you think you can, and Spo's gonna say we got enough, like no, dude.
They all tried that charade last night with everybody having to step up. Like, all right, we could all say we want to step up. You don't have Jimmy Butler, you don't have Bam Adebayo, you're not going to win. Hell, you don't have Jimmy Butler, you usually don't win. But now you don't have Jimmy and Bam,
right?
They're gonna have to hold on for dear life. I mean, it's luckily it's early. So you hope that they can and they've gotten a lot of their tougher part of the schedule out of the way. So hopefully when they're very home heavy in the second half and back at full strength, they can go on some kind of a run. But yeah, man, the outlook is bleak right now. Like for the next month plus, it's gonna be hard times. Now, hopefully
we'll see, because let me tell you, okay? You love being boots on the ground with Jimmy and Bam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you boots on the ground.
I'll be boots on the ground. Okay. I'm a real one. Even though I was lied to. Even though I was lied to by Bam telling me that he was fine. He's like, but I hope he has I hope he has a speedy recovery, man. That sucks.
The thing is that what ends up happening is you lose a lot of strength. You don't realize it, but you got to go through that rice routine.
Man.
Doing the rice and the strengthening of the hand and stuff like that, because you got to get it back. But
he also
all things being equal, if he had to sustain an injury, you would rather it be there than somewhere.
And he's also been dealing with a bone bruise in his knee. So
give that time to settle down.
Give that time to rest.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a positive, but yeah, man, this is going to be a rough road trip coming up. Now, when Jimmy comes back, I think they'll win games with Jimmy back. But he's been missing time too, so that's been a tough one. I think when we went into the season, we were probably counting that Jimmy's going to miss games, Kyle's going to miss games.
Yeah,
you don't account for the 24-year-old who never misses games to miss games.
Injuries are injuries, man. You can't do nothing about that.
It sucks in this league when there's a big injury, man. Like it really just dampers the team so much, because this is such a star-driven league, and so like you see it all around the league where Joel Embiid's out because of COVID, LeBron's out because of an ab strain, all these teams, and then these teams just go into a free fall because these guys are so important. So he has to get surgery on his thumb in his right hand. He was clutching it during the Nuggets game. Something happened. He said after the game, when I asked him about it, he said, "I'm fine," dismissed it, and then he found out, this is no bueno. It's not.
Well, he didn't know either. You made it sound like he lied to you. He knew he was going to need surgery.
I knew something happened, dude. I mean, it was clear to everybody in the eye, with eyeballs, that something happened to him. He was like this the entire game, Leroy. He was handcuffing himself after, hitting silky smooth jumpers all that third quarter.
Okay, so if he's doing that and he's playing well, why would he think something was wrong?
Because he'd hit a jumper and be like, "Ah!" as he's like running down trying to guard the Joker. You could tell.
Again, still able to perform. He does not think he's injured. He thinks he's just banged up.
Well, it turns out I'm a doctor. Here's Low Dog on somebody needing to step up with Bam out.
Next man up. I always, it's a team. We just got to find ways to make up for what he does, which is hard to do. And, it's not really, you can't fully make up for it, but you just got to give a little bit more effort, a little bit more, just a lot more of everything.
Felt like Kyle Lowry was trying to walk into a cliche and then really boxed himself in. He was like, well, next man up. I mean, I don't know who that's going to be. He does a lot. Not going to be easy to do, but everyone's got to just give a little bit more of, everything.
Here, you never replace a guy. What you do is you play a little bit different. You do other things. You play to the traits of the other guys who are available. And so while it technically is called next man up, usually you end up playing a little bit differently. It's like when a quarterback's missing on a football team and he's a star quarterback, you don't just run your same offense. You got to run something that caters to the guy playing and not necessarily to your star that's out. I think that's what we do have one replacement. The dribble handoff has been passed on to Dedmon.
Yeah, he tried. I mean,
he had a nice pass. He had a sweet pass to Tyler Hero. Or was it Tyler Hero to Dedmon?
Tyler Hero had a sweet pass to Dedmon. Dedmon did have some sweet pass
to Tyler Hero.
He bounced
past it.
No, that was the other way around. But Dedmon had one where he swung it out. He kicked it out. I think it was just to Duncan Robinson, and so didn't go in.
So back to this Australia thing.
Yep.
There needs to be some ground rules.
Like what?
Well, they're all centered around you. Things that we can and can't do. Because, first of all, I don't want to be dragged into animal shenanigans because I would be the one that gets bit, ate, kicked, punched by some wild-ass animal. And I don't want that to happen.
You don't know that. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, look over there, Leroy. We got ourselves a rule on the course. Par 3.
You have never been hit, kicked, or punched by an animal to the point where you leave them alone.
I've been stepped on by a horse.
That don't count. It was an accident.
Hurt.
I would imagine. So if a horse steps on you, imagine if an animal's purposely trying to kick you.
Yeah, but I'm elusive.
Because all the videos I see of people getting kicked by kangaroos, you know what they say?
Mm-hmm.
I never saw that coming, mate.
But I know it's coming.
They all say that.
Yeah, but I got
would you go? You gonna use your cat-like skills and get out of the way?
I use shoulder roll like Floyd. You know.
Just go to a more controlled environment. Go to a zoo.
You know.
But no.
Nice.
He wants to go and just meet one of the kangaroos on the street.
Slip.
The real wild ones.
Outer suburbs.
So no one, everyone's okay with the chlamydia koalas. Everyone just moved past that very simply. I looked it up, and there's something going on. We should do something. There's an epidemic.
You can pet them at the zoo.
I will not be touching any of them.
Do you need to put on a condom? Just a hand
to
condom to pet them? Yeah, I don't know.
At least
I don't know how that works.
My cousin went, and they didn't have to do that. I think.
Well, no one is having sex with a koala.
Someone is, because something is going on over there.
Let's hear from Tyler Hero yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Here's him on Bam being out.
First off, just want to say, hopefully Bam gets speedy recovery. Good luck with the surgery, but just hopefully, it's always next man up. That's always been our motto, since I've been here. And, we'll need guys to step up, whether Jimmy, is back for this road trip or not. With those two guys out, someone's got to step up. Multiple guys got to step up. It's a collective unit that's going to get this done. It's not going to be any easier, in these next couple games. But I think, just next guy up, and we just got to continue to fight and compete.
I got to tell you.
Yep.
After seeing him with these glasses and the nice chain and jacket and the new hairdo, he's got a set of eyeglass holders on him.
What do you mean?
He got some ears.
Never noticed.
Look how they stick out.
He's got a very thin face, so I think that's probably what it is.
See, his ears aren't very aerodynamic.
No,
I think they're stopping his. I'm gonna be standing over there.
I liked how J-Fig sent us a kangaroo. She said it was it looked like Kyle Lowry, and I think she's very very swole lower body on this kangaroo.
Dude, having a swole lower body that's not what that's called. If he strapped that to his ass, it ain't gonna help him play no better defense.
Strapped it to his ass, he looked like Kyle Lowry.
Bro, this kangaroo's got such a rump on it. Look at it.
Thick.
I gotta tell you what. Hey, dude, hey, listen. You know what I need from this kangaroo?
Outside an actual zoo.
Oh yeah, I'm going to need more than 7 points from this kangaroo. This kangaroo is going to have to step up. You know,
he can't dunk. He's got little arms.
It's time for this kangaroo. It's time for this kangaroo to light it up a little bit more from downtown.
Next man up.
Stop being so
Waddle, by the way.
Stop sending me stop being such an unselfish kangaroo.
I've seen that kangaroo on OnlyFans. I actually follow that kangaroo.
Only-roo?
Are you subscribed?
I am, yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's our show for today, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go watch me some Outback videos. Get ready. I can't wait to go to Australia with you, man.
Think they had the blooming onion there?
I think it's just an onion there.
I love Christmas.
Hope you mother have a good day.